All right, back at it. Ace Attorney Investigations Part 2. We are in the Turnabout Legacy Part 3 out of 8 or 9. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out together. Anyway, last time, melted ice. Ice, ice, baby. April 2nd. Oh, I'm not Gregory anymore. Whoa, went deep on that one. Sorry, Miles Areno. Didn't mean to bend your ear for so long. I had no idea that was how it all came about. I read the files, but they don't go into anywhere near that level of detail. I bet they paint things in a much rosier light for the prosecution, too. Von Karma was the one in charge, after all. What happened with the case after that? Well, what with the ice sculptures vanishing from the victim's room, things hit a bit of a rough patch. So rough, in fact, that it took a full year before they could even reach a verdict in the trial. A year? This was back before they brought in the whole initial trial thing. You didn't have to finish up in double quick time like you do nowadays. I see. Did they ever find out how the victim's creations managed to just disappear? Well, they were sorbets or frozen desserts, or whatever you wanted to call them. Ice, in other words. And if it's made of ice, it can melt, which is exactly what they concluded must have happened. But there's a chance that wasn't melting, it actually went down. What do you mean? So this place is a gallery these days. But back then, it was Samson Tangaroa's place, yeah? Indeed. And the site of the IS-7. Well, word is Frost ice sculptures are suddenly back on display 18 years after that fateful day. The very sculptures the victim made? Who knows? Could be they're just modeled on the originals. But I figured it was worth coming down for a little look-see just in case. It seemed like the least I could do for poor old Gregory. Well, alrighty then. Let's go take a look at these icy marvels, shall we, kiddo? I believe they're on display in the Winter Wing, as it's very snazzily known. So, Winter Wing, Winter Wing. Huh? I don't believe it. It's locked. Gallery's open for biz, but the Winter Wonder Wing's off limits? What gives? Vendor? Perhaps you should look more closely at the pamphlet we were given. The Winter Wing is over there. That's the... It is? Freaky. Could have sworn it was this one. Anywhoozles. Time to dive on in and see what we should have seen 18 years ago. I want to check it. Oh yeah, why are they backwards? Spring, summer, fall, winter. If we're going in order of the seasons, how, you know, nature works. Wait. What is this? What is this? So, I'm a Virgo. My birthday is not in the spring. I can tell you that. However, I would love it. I should either be in the summer or autumn. Or summer. No, Virgo's all summer, isn't it? I was born in the winter. Snow is cool. Snow is cool. Anywhoozles. Yes, let's see. those two. Oh, I know all of them. Well, you don't know. I see they're still keeping it chilly as all heck in these rooms. I'm about to turn into a popsicle stick. It is the winter wing, you know. But you're right, it's like a freezer in here. It could be a trick of the light, but it feels like the whole room is made of ice. The temperature controls will be somewhere at the back there, if memory serves. Hey, Milester, can you go peep the degree count? I'm thinking a complaint to the management is in order. There is such a thing as too cold, yeah? Alright, if you insist. Any Hughesels. Take your time, mosey around, and take in the sights. While you're at it, I've got a camera I need to prep for action. Field Pop might appreciate a picture of all this. I'll put it on his grave so he can have a gander. Of course. Block of ice on display here. There's some explanatory text engraved in it. Faster and every year in December, countless shooting stars can be seen emanating from this constellation. So then, Damask needs to... Yeah, and then I wishes to stop talking so loudly. It's difficult to concentrate. Never mind. I'll just go take a look at some other exhibits. Miles Reno, mind if I ask you something? Of course, assuming it's something I can help with. I was wondering, do you think we're allowed to take pics? You didn't check? Well, I don't see any signs, and we weren't told not to, so I suppose it's probably okay. Good, because even if it wasn't, I was planning to grab my shots anyway. Gregory always wanted to see the place. What Gregory wants, Gregory gets. My father. What would he have noticed if he were here? Perhaps if he had the chance to see it, that trial might have... No. Happened. There are two large ice statues on display here. I guess these are the remakes of Frost's work from 18 years back. Real eye-catching stuff. Ice sculpture's a heck of an art form, huh? It is. These are the works my father never got to see. To think that I get to see them instead, so many years later. Sorry to butt in while you're deep in a think hole, Milester. But would you mind looking this way a second? This way? Beautiful, yeah, just like that. Bender, really. Say cheese! Please don't do that again. I don't like having my picture taken. My bad, big guy, my bad. I had to check if this old thing was still working is all. Now that you mention it, your camera does look rather ancient. Yep, vintage model. Back in my day. Oh, it's like an actual tool. You ever hear of an instant camera? It develops a picture right after you take the shot. Still twist my noggin trying to think how it works. I know what an instant camera is, although I've never used it. Should have known, Mr. Know-It-All. Should have known Mr. Know-It-All would know it all. You really are your father's son. Alright, step aside. I need to get some good shots of the room here. For all his joking, he looks very serious about the pictures he's taking. He must have had his own theories about the IS-7 and stuff. Ooh, I should have been a paparazzo. These are gold. And they develop right away. Want to see? Well, since you've already shoved one in my face. Alright, Brainiac, question. What do these two sculptures represent? They appear to represent Taurus and Gemini, two constellations best observed during wintertime. Bingo! He shoots, he scores. Ooh, you're a regular encyclopedia monster. Guess this is why Guess that's why this is the winter ring. Winter ring, right? Guess they have all the winter star stuff on display here. Anyway, seeing as I'm the nicest old rogue on the block, that one's yours for keepsies. Thanks. The victim made these same zodiac statues. Oh my god. Out of flavored ice for the contest 18 years ago? Sure did. Lovingly crafted life-size desserts. I only ever saw the old ones in photos, though. These are the spit of the originals. So this is what you wanted to show me? Yep, I think Gregory would have wanted you to see him, too. And I may not have had it in me to come here on my own. Sorry to drag you along. Not at all. Happy to be able to see where my father's final case unfolded. Good to hear you say so, Paleo. Let's say we grab another quick snap to commemorate this heartwarming occasion. Absolutely not. It's a statue of a rather ferocious-looking bull. Not easy one would want to be fixing. Then, I was always taught to return a stare with a stare. Alright, although in this case, discretion might be the better part of valor. There's a huge block of ice on display here. It must be incredibly heavy, though. Hollow on the inside. There's a constellation engraved onto the surface, along with some explanatory text. Please. Known to some as Subaru. Ubu-woo. They form part of the larger constellation of Taurus. But why cram so many stars into one tiny part of a single constellation? I guess people in ancient times weren't hugely careful about such things. Boy wearing a backpack. What's he doing at an art gallery on his own? She wanted to run a gallery so bad. She just... But the industry? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Does the boy know the owner of the gallery? This lamp appears to be made of rock salt. It's illuminating the diagram of the zodiac just fine. Yes, both Gemini and Taurus are not only zodiac signs, but constellations that are visible during winter. Winter constellations on display in the winter wing. Uniquely, these statues are made of flavored ice. According to the pamphlet we received, the ones in the other room were made of crystal blocks. Ice may be rather fitting for the summer wing, too. Who doesn't like a nice snow cone on a sunny day? Then it would probably be similar, I suppose. Huh? Vander, I can't seem to find the temperature controls you mentioned. No, yeah, it's a little tricky if you don't know where it's at. Here, I'll have it open for you in a jiffy. Huh? Dang thing's locked. Makes sense, I guess. Wouldn't want the visitors cranking up the thermostat and melting the art. According to the pamphlet, the winter wing is kept at a constant 27 degrees. Ooh, that's colder than a snowman's cold bits. I'm gonna freeze to death in here. This cold bits. I love it. Guess there's only one thing for it. Somebody's getting a snuggle. Hey. What's with that icy stare? You want me to freeze to death? No. Alrighty, I got the shots I wanted. Shall we scoot on over to another wing and see what's cooking? Might as well do the full tour while we're here. I suppose so. What was that? Came from the fountain room. Come on, let's go see what's up. God damn it. There's someone on the ground. And is that? Larry? What are you doing here? Actually, never mind that. What on earth is going on? Edgy! You should have seen it. It was awful. Just calm down and tell me why there's an unconscious man on the floor. I didn't do anything. He just fell down in front of me. Wait, I know this guy. Is everything all right? Don't you know it's rude to make a racket in an art gallery, you naughty boys? Wait, the smell. He's still breathing, but I know these symptoms. It's not safe, Miles. We need to get everybody out of here. Everyone with me. There isn't a moment to lose. There's poison gas coming out of that room. Poison? Jeez. God. How's the victim doing, Fender? Not good. He inhaled a lot of gas. He's still out, and it sounds like it's pretty serious. The paramedics said there were no sign of external injury, and that he was unconscious before it happened. Anyway, he's alive. Just barely. He's lucky we found him when we did. But like I said, he's not out of the woods yet. They put him in the medical room with the specialist. I see. I couldn't help but noticing that it seemed like you knew him, Fender. Sure do. That was Carmelo Gusto. He was here back when the whole IS-7 thing went down. Confectioner. He was here 18 years ago, too. Any hoozles. See? This guy here seems like he's in rude health. Old pal ears, Miles Arena? Yes, something like that. Glad you're okay, Larry. Something like that? Are you serious, Edgy? You've known me since elementary school. Crush a guy's feelings, why don't you? Anyway, you know you're supposed to call me Laurice Donham when I'm dressed like this. So no more Larry, got it? This is Larry Butts. He's a bit of a troublemaker, but he's one of my only friends from back when we were little kids. Ever since he developed a passion for art, he's been trying to make it big as Laurice Donham. But new name or not, he's still the same old Larry. Whoa, grade school buddies. I need to go tell Gregory about this. He'll be over the moon to hear you have a pal. He was always worried you'd never click with anybody. Hear that, Edgy? You're lucky to have a friend like me. We ain't never had a friend, I never knew I was the cause of such worries for my father. Never mind that now, Larry. What are you doing here? Laurice, Edgy. How many times do I have to tell you it's Laurice? What are you doing here? What's with the demon eyes? Alright, I'll talk. Just stop looking at me like that. Good, now talk. You wanna know why I'm here? Why the heck do you think? For my art, of course. Oh, and I'm coming on a date here with Lulu soon, so I thought I'd better scope the place out. So not actually for your art at all. Laurice, my man, an artist and a romantic. You have to introduce me to this lady friend of yours. Oh, sure. It's nice to have somebody take an interest for once. Oh yeah, the I forgot about that. That's how his theme went. Spare me. Oh, by the way, Lauricio, did you notice anything when you found the victim? Nothing in particular. Didn't you say you'd seen something awful? Oh, that. Old guy, he just appeared and then splat. He was on the floor, scared the life out of me. But for once, I had nothing to do with any of it. Don't look so proud. That's the least we should be able to hope for. Honored guests, I can only apologize for the trouble you've experienced. I'm Judy Bound, the gallery manager. Another person from the IS-7 incident. Man, we got the whole family here now. So I saw the little bitch hiding back there. I saw her. All we need now is Vaughn, Karma, and Gregory, but they did. So. Oh, and wherever his name. Tangaroa or whatever the hell his name is. Samson. Good to see you, Judes. Hey, Jude. Mr. Fender, it's always a pleasure. Oh, shoot. You grew up. She was at the reception desk when we arrived, so she's the one in charge here. I can't believe you had to go through something so awful, and on our first day in business. Hey, quit that. It's not your fault. Oh, wait. I guess I better introduce you guys. Judy, meet Miles Edgeworth, son of the late, great Gregory. Really? You're Mr. Edgeworth's son? Well. Is she Carmen? The green? Isn't that fabulous? That great man's son here with us. 18 long years have passed, but now look, he's here at last. It's very lovely to meet you, Mr. Fine Attorney number 2. Judy, that was the bomb. I see you're in good voice as ever. Miles Edgeworth, prosecutor. It's nice. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, you're a prosecutor. I'm so sorry. Forgive me for jumping to conclusions. Very polite, but there's something strange about her. Hey, Judy, can I, get an autograph? You can write it in here. Well, if you're sure you'd even want such a thing. Why do you want it, Larry? Rude! You know who she is, right? Come on, Monster, you don't keep up with showbiz news or nothing. Guess that's no big surprise. What's going on? Why are they looking at me like that? Judy here is a living legend. It's not just TV, movies, musicals, chart-topping hits, you name it. No, don't be silly. I'm just a humble art gallery owner now. I finally quit the biz for good. I finished shooting my last movie just the other day, in fact. Some of my co-stars were even kind enough to say they would come visit once we opened. Anyway, here we are. Good luck with your artistic endeavors. Artistic endeavors? I mean, autistic too, because look at this man. Thanks so much, Judy. I'll treasure it till my dying day. Ah, you near a peas in a pod, Laurice. Peas in a gosh dang pod. How lovely for you both. Larry, could you go practice your drawing somewhere or something? You did come all the way to an art gallery after all. It'd be a shame to waste the opportunity. A real artist drawing our exhibits? What an honor. Guess even you can have a bright idea once in a while, Edgy. Alright, Judy. Seeing as you were so nice about it, I guess I will. Be right back. He's a real live wire, that one. That's one way of putting it. I can only apologize. By the way, there was another woman with you before. Where is she now? You mean Delisha? Delisha Scone? She's in the medical room helping to care for Mr. Gusto. I call it the medical room, but it's nothing quite so grand, of course. I couldn't stay with them as I'm the only one on staff, and I can't leave the gallery unattended for long. Asia Scone. We've heard that name before, haven't we, Fender? Sure have. Sounds like our IS-7 bingo card is complete. Something tells me this isn't a coinky-dink. Perhaps I could offer you gentlemen a cup of tea. A drop of the old Judy Bound special blend? Why not, for old time's sake? That would be lovely, thank you. Wouldn't it be lovely? Clink, clink, clatter, clatter. Oh yeah, these star-shaped mugs that are really kind of cool. Now, if you'll both excuse me, how the hell do you drink out of it? You have to like drink out of like the top one like a spout. You'd be like... I'd better go and explain things to the other visitors. You go do your thing, Judes. Thanks again. Oh, she's going out the front. Okay, bye-bye. This aroma is silent, I believe. Let's give it a try. A top quality Ceylon indeed. Citrus aroma is said to improve one's ability to concentrate, right? Your old man said those exact words 18 years ago. Really takes me back. There's just one difference. Jews cooled the saucers back then. Not today, though, it seems. Anyway. Don't you think this is all a little odd? Every single person from an 18-year-old case all assembled in the same place at the same time? Yes, it almost feels as if an investigation is in order. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, you're all right. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender. We heard you got caught up in a poison gas attack, so we came as fast as we could. Well, if it isn't the cavalry. Come on, team, bring it in. No way. Besides, you're both doing just fine. Gummy and I got ourselves all worked up over nothing. Detective Gumshoe, what were you thinking, bringing Kay with you? So sorry, sir. I knew it was dangerous, what with the poison gas and all. She wouldn't take no for an answer. I ran and I ran and I ran and I ran, but I just couldn't shake her off. When it comes to running away, the great thief right here is the world champ. Then run away. Don't chase the poor detective. All set, sir. Just say the word and I'll head in and start investigating. You guys stay here. The gas could still be dangerous. Alright, we're counting on you, detective. Good luck in there, Dickie boy. No way! Gummy almost looked like a real detective. I'm so proud of him. But he is a real detective. Is he? Is he really? This is Edward speaking. Mr. Edward, looks like the gas is mostly dissipated, sir. Very good. Now calm down and tell me what you see. Yes, sir. First up, the exhibits. There's a statue of two people on the left side and one on the right. Some kind of two-horned animal. Wait, a statue of two people and a two-horned animal. In fact, it sounds identical to the display in the winter one. Other than that, the place is looking pretty damp. The sprinklers sprayed the place good. Must be what stopped the gas from spreading. The sprinklers? Are there any signs of a fire? No, sir. And the fire alarm hasn't been triggered either. Sprinklers look like the type that detect heat and smoke. They detect something, they send an alarm, either fire or smoke. The security room. Guess they read the gas as smoke and triggered the smoke alarm that way. Was anyone in the security room when that alarm went off? This place only has one employee, and that's Judy Bound, the manager. She was at the reception desk from across the security room the whole time since the gallery opened. Did she hook the alarm from across the way and turn on the sprinklers? Yep. Seems they can only be switched on manually. And only from there. Wouldn't want the art getting soaked for no good reason, I guess. And if it's manual, you can maybe even check how bad the fire was and try to get some stuff out first. So the security setup is geared around protecting the exhibits. That makes sense in an art gallery, I guess. I suppose. One more thing, it's freezing in here. This isn't the autumn wing, it's the deep midwinter wing. The autumn wing is cold too? I checked the temperature. It's 26.5 degrees in here, sir. Why is the autumn wing keep at the same temperature as the winter wing? That's about all I got for now. I'll let you know if I find anything else, sir. Understood. Thank you, Detective Gumshoe. What did Gummy have to say? He said that the autumn wing is actually quite wintry. Huh? I don't get it. I'm wondering what it could mean myself, but it's a bit hard to tell from out here. We should try to get in there as soon as the police are done with their investigation. Amen to that. We need to see what the deal is for ourselves. Is there anybody else who might know something in the meantime? Oh yeah, there is one guy, Miles' best bud. His... what? We have to. I guess we have to. Wait, that's... Hey, I didn't expect to see you here. You're looking as fresh-faced as ever. Yeah, long time no see. Larry, right? So, here's the deal, okay? I'm Laurice right now. You see, I'm also a bit of an artist. Ah, so it's your alias. I like it. Good to see you, Laurice. I always knew you were a nice, thoughtful kid. Unlike some people. I have some questions for you, Larry. What the? How am I a suspect? Just because I found the guy doesn't mean I did the crime. I never said you did. I just need you to tell us what you saw. You said you saw something awful. How so exactly? Look, I didn't see anything and I didn't do anything, okay? I don't think I did anyway. Whoa, Chief, you didn't sound too sure of yourself at the end there. Oh my god, seriously. There's something you should know about him, Fender. When something smells, it's usually the butts. We've been saying that about Larry for 26 years now. His ability to attract trouble is legendary, for want of a better word. His ability to cause trouble, too. I suppose I better find out what he did this time. Our aim is to uncover anything that Larry might be hiding. However, I didn't see anything, and I didn't do anything, and you can't prove otherwise. It's almost impossible for him to keep his cool. I'll need to bide my time when he gets agitated and wait for him to calm down. Let's start by asking him to go into detail about what he's doing here. Shit, too much of a challenge. Let's get this up. Mind chess, commence! Why exactly did you come to the gallery today? What kind of a question is that? What, you think I don't belong in a gallery or something? Hey, if you're gonna ignore me, then I'm gonna paint your portrait. And when I'm done, I'll scribble all over it. I'm joking, okay? I'd never scribble on one of my own pieces. How could I? They're valuable artworks. According to you, perhaps. I imagine I might struggle to agree. Oh, laugh it up, bunny guy. Luckily, some people actually believe in my work. She's called Lulu, okay? And she says my pictures are masterpieces. So if she likes something, I'll draw it for her. Anything at all. Where is this Lulu? How come you're here alone? A guy can't be apart from his girlfriend for 1 second? I have my own life too, you know. Fine. Lulu said she's a Gemini, okay? So I thought I could do a sketch of the statue to show her on our date. I expect you're pretty proud of this sketch? Not so much this time, actually. But you know, it being her sign and all, I just thought maybe she might kind of like it. How very like you to try to tell me nothing and give so much away in the process. So to summarize, you came here today to draw a sketch of the Gemini statue for your girlfriend, Lulu. Lulu? What? How did you figure all that out? From your incessant prattling. You just can't help yourself, can you? Fine, then I won't say another word. Larry may want to keep his mouth shut now, but I'll have my answers one way or another. Let's ask him what he did after he arrived here at the gallery. Well, we'll soon see what he's hiding. It's just a matter of time. Alright, tell me what you did once you arrived here. What's the big deal? Why are you staring at me like that? I don't remember. I didn't have a pamphlet, so I didn't know what was where. I didn't have a pamphlet, so I didn't know what was where. I just kind of hung around by the fountain. You didn't receive a pamphlet when you paid your entrance fee at the reception desk? Huh? You mean entry it's not free to get in here? You mean to tell me that you entered without paying? I'm sorry, okay? It wasn't deliberate. There wasn't anybody at the reception desk is all. So I thought entry must be free. You're saying Miss Bound wasn't at the reception desk at the time? Yeah. But it looked like there was maybe somebody in the little room opposite. Interesting. According to Detective Gumshoe, Miss Bound had entered the security room to activate the sprinkler system. I expect she wasn't at the reception desk because she was busy responding to the incident. And right after she finally got the place open for business too, the Winter Wing, the gallery's greatest attraction, and it's gonna be ruined now. You say you don't have a pamphlet, and yet you seem to know all about the Winter Wing. For example, that the Gemini statue you came here to draw just so happens to be in said room. Therefore, it was your intention to visit the Winter Wing all along, wasn't it? How did you get me again? Fine, you're right. I came here for the Gemini statue. Yeah, I came here to visit the Winter Wing. I won't deny it. Larry's not one to confess so easily. Then again, he's always managed to surprise me in unusual ways. Let's see what more he can tell us about the Winter Wing. The Winter Wing. I expect even Larry has found his feet a little by now. I'll have to watch his reactions more carefully and see what information I can glean from him. Start with the enter. Larry, be honest. Did you enter the Winter Wing? What is that? Is that suspicion I see in your eyes? I tried to get in there, sure, but... You tried to get in, but you couldn't? Yeah, exactly. I wanted to get in there, but that old guy came out and fell to the ground, and like I said, it was all pretty shocking. So you were unable to enter the Winter Wing because the victim emerged and collapsed in front of you? Yeah, he came out of the Winter Wing door, and then down he went. Wasn't it the bottom wing that the victim came out of? That stupid poison gas thing had never happened. I'd be in there happily sketching away right now. Larry seems to have the autumn and winter wings mixed up. Regardless, it seems his aim really was to make a sketch of one of those statues. This could be a useful clue. What did you see in the Winter Wing, Larry? You don't let up, do you? I told you I didn't see anything. Galleries are nice and all, but I kind of changed my mind once I got there. Thought I'd go meet my girlfriend instead. I think it's time to find a clue. Didn't you say you came here to make a sketch of one of the statues for your girlfriend? You gave up on that a little easily, didn't you? Surely you saw something, even if you were distracted by the victim's collapse. Well, I did not see something. But that doesn't prove I did see something totally terrifying either, does it? I don't like Larry. Really, Larry? You could at least try to make this a little harder for me. Yeah, the Larry from Paldea is... I put it to you, Larry Butts, that you did, in fact, see something totally terrifying. Totally tubular. How do you do it, Edgy? Are you some kind of mind reader? Fine, I guess there's no point trying to keep it a secret any longer. I'm not sure there's much point in you trying to keep any secrets given your track record. It wasn't exactly the most edifying use of my time, but that's checkmate. Chess checkmate. I couldn't help staring at that Gemini statue. My eyes were drawn to it. You keep talking about a Gemini statue, but there's no way you saw what you think you saw. It's simply not possible. What do you mean? You think I saw a ghost statue or something? Larry's still laboring under the misconception that he was looking at the Winter Wing. This piece of evidence shows us what Larry was really looking at.
Take that!
Take a look at this pamphlet. Yeah, if you look at this too, the autumn's here and winter's here, whereas the other pamphlet has them switched this. I know there's something there. I just wasn't there. The Autumn Wing features sculptures depicting Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. Not only that, but I've seen the statue depicting Gemini in the Winter Wing for myself. Which means that whatever you saw, it can't have been the statue of Gemini. Guess that makes sense. Why is he not more surprised by that? It did seem pretty weird now that I think about it. One of the two people did look like a goddess. So the other stuff, I guess that wasn't my imagination either. Oh shit, wait, hold on. There's a lady and a kid. Taurus with a cloud behind. Switch them. Oh. So the other stuff, I guess that wasn't my imagination either. Other stuff. You're interested in it too, aren't you, Edgy? Great, let me show you. Show me what exactly? I drew a picture of it all. Got the whole scene down exactly as I saw it. But I'm still not that confident in my work, so, well, I want to see. Really? Alright, here. But what on earth? It's grotesque. It's actually a really good sketch, Larry. Shit. You might actually have something here. You're trying to tell me that the statue was crying tears of blood? I have to say, Loris, it's pretty scary. Right? Because it was scary. It was supposed to be a statue of Gemini, but it up and turned into a goddess right before my eyes. It freaked me out so badly, I screamed out loud. He wasn't reacting to the victim collapsing in front of him after all. Wait. When you say it turned into a goddess, what do you mean exactly? What do you mean, what do I mean? The bottom half was suddenly a fish. That's what I mean. A goddess with a fishy bottom half? Sounds like Pisces to me. I heard it's all based on this legend of a goddess and her son turning into a fish to escape some baddie. Wow, really? I thought Pisces was just two plain old fish. Edgy, do you think the statue's cursed? I mean, tears of blood turning into a fish? That's some pretty cursed stuff right there, yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah. Don't be a fool. I imagine you simply mistook one statue for the other. Aw, look at you tucking it carefully into your organizer. I simply thought I might have a use for it later, maybe in the bathroom. Oh. Oh, yeah, that was, wow, what a dick. You're the worst, Edgy, the worst. Yeah, that was rude, dude. Like Larry or not, that's kind of freaky deaky though, huh? A statue with a bottom half that changes shape? I'm pretty keen to find out what went down in the Autumn Wing, aren't you? I suppose I am, yes. Could there be some kind of trick to the Pisces statue, perhaps? The Piskies. Yes, Edward speaking. I'm just about done in here, sir. There's no danger from the gas anymore. You can come in now. Thanks. Good work, detective. It seems it's finally safe to enter the Autumn Wing. The detective sure has impeccable timing. Come on, let's go take a look. I want to see this Pisces statue. You're going in there, Kay? Maybe I should come along, too. I think I was going to leave you out here on your own. I know better than that. Alright, everyone. To the Autumn Wing. Come along, home. Here we are at last. It really does look a lot like the winter wind. Glad you can make it. Oh, hey there. You're, Harry, was it? Good to see you, Harry. No, for the last time, the name is Maurice Donham. Detective, your report, if you don't mind. Yes, sir. Okay, so first off, I found a blowtorch. The nozzle was still warm when I found it, so I guess it was used pretty recently. Somebody using it to heat something? Was the stepladder already like that when you entered? Yeah, I guess it was used by whoever let out the gas. The gas was inside the case until someone opened the lid. Is that so? The Pisces statue. Huh? You're sure up on your constellations, sir. You know what the one in the other case is too? This is the autumn one, so I imagine it should be Capricorn. Guess there's no fooling you. I thought it was supposed to be Taurus. That weird cloth that's draped around it kind of tripped me up. I don't know what the fuck is happening. That weird stuff, yeah. Isn't that a piece of luminous cloth from way back when? What's that doing here? Now we have evidence from the IS-7 incident too? What the hell? Taking a look around. It seems there's a piece of luminous cloth on each of the other cases too. Yeah. And that just makes me want to see what's hiding underneath real bad. Sure, let me whip them off right. Let me whip them all right off. Makes me want a hot dog real bad. Wow, they're beautiful. For the transformation Larry witnessed, could it have been the moment when the cloth around the Pisces statue lower half fell away? See, Edgy? See? I wasn't imagining things, and I wasn't mistaken. Oh yeah, what is this sketch show? I know fish. But in the winter wind. Ugh. Listen, Milester, I think we can all agree this room is fishier than a bucket of fish. My hunch is that somebody deliberately tried to make this room look just like the Winter Wing. Yes, I was thinking exactly the same thing. They even covered up the statues in just such a way as to make them look similar. With the cloth over the bottom half, the Pisces and Gemini statues look almost the same. Ditto for Capricorn. Cover his bottom half up, and pretty much looks like Taurus. The other two can't be fixed so easily, so covering up their cases up completely was the only answer. So somebody went to some lengths to disguise the autumn wing as the winter wing. I'd say we need to take a closer look at things in here, wouldn't you, Thunder? Mr. Winner and Judge Gavale. Ugh, what the heck are you guys doing here? You're the last thing I need. This is my scene, you hear? Mr. Edgeworth, it seems I have failed my duty yet again. I pray one day to make you see that your presence is not required at every crime scene. It's just a coincidence, you fucking bitch. And that co-opting the good detective for your own ends is neither right nor good. I will have to give serious consideration as to how the goddess of justice would have me judge you. You got it all wrong. It was me who asked Mr. Edgeworth to help, not the other way around. It was? Well then, you know what that means, Detective Flatfoot. Oh, you mean... Exactly. Your, salary check is taking a hit. Bet you're looking forward to payday now. Always wanted to say that. A wage cut from you of all people. Not so fast, Mr. Winter. I was simply assisting with the police's investigation as a witness and bystander. Detective Gumshoe is entirely in the right. Oh, he is, huh? So you're saying I should give him a bonus instead? That's not what I'm saying at all. Hey, I wouldn't mind a little salary bump. Your compassion and generosity are truly heartwarming, Eustace. But we must take into account past transgressions when making judgments that concern the future. And I hereby judge Mr. Edgeworth and his associates unfit to tread the hallowed ground of this scene. What? We only just got here. The goddess of justice has conferred her blessings onto Eustace and Eustace alone. By what you mean, this is Mr. Winter's case? That's exactly what you mean. It's time for the warm-up act to get off the stage. After all, I solved this one already. I have a suspect lined up and everything. What did you say? A suspect? Already? Who? Who else but your artist friend over there? Me? What's going on, Edgy? Your guess is as good as mine. I can't even begin to imagine how the boy's mind works. Yeah, what mind? It's unsurprising that you lack the attitude to understand the winning mindset. He doesn't know what the real winning turnip. Oh, something tells me he doesn't know the real winning turnip is. Oh, right. Mr. Edgeworth does indeed lack a certain aptitude. Yeah, exactly. Where's your aptitude, smart guy? Wow, he's totally shameless. Underestimate my information gathering skills at your own peril. Before we came here, he dropped by the medical room to ask the doctor there a few questions. He told me where the poison gas came from. And where might that have been? It's this chemical you find everywhere. Can't think of the name just now, though. Oh, wait, there a second. Let me call him real quick. Perhaps I can answer your question while Eustace is on the telephone. Why let him make the call if you know the answer? The gas was created by mixing two specific chemicals. Ubiquium and asphyxium. Alright, so what kind of chemicals are they? Ubiquium is a red liquid used in all manner of everyday products. Paint and dishwashing liquids among various others on its own. Entirely benign. So it's something anyone can get their hands on? Precisely. But the same cannot be said for asphyxium. That does sound nasty. What is it used for? The word asphyxium. It's the main ingredient in a product called Infesticide Ultra. It is pure white in color and is unavailable to the average consumer. In fact, it is nigh impossible for members of the public to obtain it here in this country. As such, we are currently investigating where it might have come from. Well, shit. Maybe it was the bloody pharmacist? Just saying. I'm back, and I know the name of the chemical now. Don't waste your breath. George Cavale informed us already. Oh, great. That'll make this quicker, I guess. So the source of the gas, ubiquium, is used in paint and stuff, right? There was somebody here at the gallery today who brought paints with them. Your friend, the artist. Oh, shit. You can't accuse me just because of that. Objection to the paint on the palette in your hand. Edgy, is this kid okay? He seemed a little... Indeed. I haven't known him long, but he's a little prone to jumping to the wrong conclusion. Hey, quit talking about me like I'm not even here. Ignore them, Eustace. They're simply intimidated by you, nothing more. Oh yeah, Bear, so that's exactly what this is. Why not give them yet another reason to fear you with one of your winning deductions? Winning? Yeah, good idea. Get a load of this, losers. Our friend the artist here won the race to find the victim and was first on the scene, correct? And the gas the victim was poisoned with is made from ubiquium, which, as we know, is found in paint. He was carrying paint on his person, and he was one winning stride away from the victim, which surely makes him the winner on our list of suspects. Right, Gavale? You think so too, right? It is a possibility that certainly can't be discounted. Well, would the artist like to share his version of the events? Did you leave red paint at the scene of the crime? Or something more sinister? The catalyst for a cloud of toxic gas, perhaps? I think I might have left my heart there, you know? You might have picked it up. I would be careful what you say to me. My gavel is already primed to deliver a guilty verdict.
Objection!
Ignore him, please, Your Honor. It's for the best.
Objection!
Quit stalling. You can't run away from the fact that my reasoning is flawless. So admit defeat and crawl out of here with your tails between your legs, because I win. Huh. I have better things to do than pick holes in your faulty logic, but I don't suppose I have much choice. Your deductions are anything but winning, I'm afraid. Unless you're looking to win a prize for incoherence. Oh, snap. So you agree that I deserve a prize? What you deserve is to be set right. The gas came from within the case containing the sculpture of Pisces. It did, and it was created by the artist guy. The red paint that we know is full of ubiquium. Allow me to offer you a bit of advice, one prosecutor to another. It always helps to listen carefully to others. The gas is created when ubiquium is mixed with another substance, asphyxian. Paint obtaining ubiquium alone wouldn't create any kind of gas at all. It wouldn't? I thought they said that the guy was asphyxiated with ubiquium. Okay, you know what? You don't know. So you're telling me all this was based on a mishearing of the forensics report? Yeah. The gas had already done its work by the time Mr. Butts found the victim. Perhaps it's your own aptitude you should be worrying about. My aptitude? What does that even mean? You literally used the word 5 minutes ago. It means one's ability or how suited one is to a particular task, Eustace. And attitude, the other word you misused only minutes ago as well, is another thing entirely. I get what you're doing. You're making fun of me again. Okay, you're an idiot. What I'm doing is demonstrating that you do not have the aptitude required to head up this investigation.
Overruled!
Before you go any further, you might wish to consider some of the flaws in your own statements. And what flaws might those be? Firstly, that you cannot prove your artist friend did not enter the automobile. And secondly, You cannot prove the red paint did not have something to do with the crime. Furthermore, you can eat my nuts, Judge Gavale. But the paint isn't important on its own, surely. What's important is the combination of the red ubiquitous and white asphyxiant. How exactly were the two substances introduced to one another? Surely we need to figure that out before anything else. Indeed we do. And that is what Eustace will be investigating next. Or what he would already be investigating had you not been here making needless trouble. We are not here to make trouble. Quite the opposite, in fact. We're here to help. Are you saying you know how the gas was made? I don't believe you. I can certainly point you toward a vital clue as to how it was done. He's bluffing, Eustace. Ignore him. It's fine, Gavale. He's clearly lying. Might as well let him talk himself further into a corner. If you are sure. This fucking bitch. Come on, then. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Oh.
Take that!
You're saying this somehow shows us how the chemicals were mixed to make the poison gas? Huh. That's exactly what I'm saying, yes. Thank you for noticing. Well, they do say I have a good eye. The red tears Mr. Butt saw, that was the ubiquitous. Wait a second. You're saying the statue cried the stuff out? So, what? So our culprit is some kind of evil spirit? How much time am I gonna have to waste taking him through this step by step? The red tears alone would not have been enough to create the gas. It must have mixed with something else inside that case. What? What evidence do you have that's what happened? The evidence is right here in the sketch pad I just showed you. To point out the part that shows the two liquids are mixed together.
Take that!
Observe the pool of pink liquid beneath the Pisces statue's glass case. This clearly shows that the two chemicals mixed. But wait, I don't get it. How does that prove some ubiquitous mixed with some asphyxiant? We have an artist with us. Why don't we ask him? Larry, you claim to be something of a painter. I imagine you have some experience mixing colors. What happens when you mix red with white? Don't treat me like a dum-dum, Edgy. I did graduate from junior high, you know. Any idiot knows that red and white make pink. I mean, there's variations. You got your rose pinks and your baby pinks. That will be more than enough, thank you. Do you see what I'm getting at now, Mr. Winter? Oh, I think I do. Ubiquitous is red, asphyxiant is white. Mix the two together, and you get pink. That's what the pink liquid is. That's very good. Got there in the end. Yeah, interesting. I think you finally convinced him.
Overruled!
Mr. Edgeworth, you have raised a possibility, nothing more. We cannot know for sure that this shows the result of two chemicals having mixed. And besides, the sketch you are attempting to enter as evidence was drawn by a suspect. How can we possibly hope to rely on its veracity? Hey, I drew everything exactly as I saw it. A true artist never lies or embellishes the truth. Forgive me, but I did not ask for your opinion. Ooh, she's a cold one, but I like it. You may rest assured, Your Honor, that I mean to prove my theory to all of our satisfaction.
Overruled!
It may not be wise to jeopardize your position any further, Mr. Edgeworth. This especially as there is another question to which you have yet to provide a satisfactory answer. How can you prove that this man did not enter the autumn wing? Until you are able to, there is little more to discuss. Wait, maybe the victim could help us out with that? Mr. Gusto? He's still unconscious and in critical condition. He is? Oh. Wow, damn it. Now, if you don't mind, Eustace needs to carry out his own investigation of this area. Would you be so kind as to leave him in peace? Hold it. For the presiding judge's sake, I pray to the goddess that you do not ever need to be summoned to testify. Now then, is there something you wish to say, Mr. Artist? If you could just hold that pose for a moment there, Miss Ice Queen. I am Justice Verity Gavale, and I would be grateful if you would dispense with the childish epithet. Oh, finally she tells me her name. Nice to meet you, Verity. Her name's Laurice Donham, but you can call me Laurice. You can stop wasting the court's time, Mr. Donham. Oh, yeah, sorry, it's just, there's something I forgot to mention. The door was locked. I tried to open it, and then the old guy came tumbling out. It does appear that the door can be unlocked from the inside. However, that does not necessarily mean that it was locked at the time as you claim. Without proof, your statement carries little weight, I'm afraid.
Objection!
Well, as it happens, I can back our pal here up on that. What? Yep, we tried to come in here too, but it's just like the guy said, it was locked up tight. Ain't that so, Malzarino? It is. I distinctly remember how it went. So, Winter Wing, Winter Wing. Huh? I don't believe it. It's locked. The gallery's open for biz, but the Winter Wonder Wing's off limits? What gives? Prior to the incident with the gas, it was not possible to enter this room from the outside. And what is to say that your suspicious friend was not in here with the victim the entire time?
Objection!
The fact that he didn't suffer the ill effects of the gas. Search him for a gas mask if you like. I doubt you'll find one. I see. I suppose we have to take you at your collective word. That was a little... Well, Judge Gavale, do you accept that Mr. Butts is no longer a viable suspect? And that once again, Mr. Winter's deductions have fallen short of the mark? What are you talking about? I just need some more information, that's all. You can't blame a guy for being a little hasty with his deductions. Yes, you can. You know, it's not cool for a prosecutor to be saying stuff like that, right? Very well. Then perhaps we should call our next suspect. Mr. Donham, you may step down from the stand. Huh? Go, you mean? I was enjoying our time together, Verity. Let me stick around, please. Overruled. Show no mercy. Squished my heart into a goopy mush. I love it. Oh, he's a masochist, is he? Oh. Who exactly is this next suspect? The pharmacist, Delicious Stone Bone. Your artist friend may have struggled to lay his hands on a bottle of Infesticide Ultra, but someone in her line of work would surely have a better idea of where such a thing might be acquired. Court hereby calls for a 10-minute recess. Eustace, we will go and fetch the suspect. Your winning smile will bring her running, I'm sure. A recess? Hold on. This bitch is... She has no grip on reality at all. My winning... Of course, Gavale. My winning... Of course, Gavale. Let's go get her at once. Hey, Detective Flatfoot. You carry on investigating while I'm gone, okay? Sure. Is it possible? Could Judge Gavelle have suspected Miss Scone from the start? Now that you mention it, she wasn't helping Mr. Winter like she usually does, huh? What exactly is your angle here, Judge Gavelle? Oh, to be continued. Alright, that was Turnabout Legacy Part 3. We're gonna... So, I've already kind of looked up how long everything is. This next one I'm just gonna do together, because they're both really short. Which I think will be fine. But I am gonna go take a break, because I gotta... It's lunchtime. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. I will see you all later.